I recently had the honor of sitting down with Captain Dan Willis to talk about his book, Bulletproof Spirit. I hope you'll enjoy the interview. Tell us about your book, Bulletproof Spirit, and what inspired you to write it.
Well, I'm a retired police captain. I served for about 30 years with the La Mesa Police Department. And in 2010, I went to the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia. And one of the classes I took was on emotional survival and wellness. And the lessons I learned from that, and that course set me on a path of experiences that really changed my career, saved my career, and in many ways, I believe, saved my life. So I came from the FBI Academy wanting to share that with people, wanting to make a difference, to help, because there really is so much suffering amongst first responders. And Bulletproof Spirit really is a career survival manual, something that first responders can refer to, their spouses, their loved ones can refer to help them throughout their entire career. And it really is a way to positively deal with the traumas of the job and to work through them in constructive ways and to heal and to serve as professionally as we can in providing the best, most professional services to protect and give life to people.
What are the warning signs that a first responder or anyone suffering from trauma and acute stress are in danger?
Well, there are actually several. One of the first things that goes is sleep. As traumas are building up, and when I talk about trauma, what trauma really is, because a lot of first responders think that's, I got to be in a shooting or something really horrific to suffer from PTSD or to experience trauma. Trauma is any experience that has the potential to affect you in a bad way over a long period of time. And first responders that have those experiences every single day. And even though they might think they're used to it, it's just part of the job, your brain doesn't get used to it. And trauma is toxic, it's cumulative, and can build up to the point of injuring your brain. And trauma just can't injure a first responder, it can kill you. And it's doing it pretty much every other day, with suicide being the number one cause of death. We lost about 140 peace officers last year to suicide. About 20% are suffering from post-traumatic stress. And some of the signs of trauma building up are a lack of sleep, serious sleep disorders, anxiety disorders, isolating yourself, just becoming more and more disengaged with life, disinterested in things, developing just an attitude of not really caring about things. That's how the job affected me more than anything else, becoming what I call emotionally dead, emotionally numb, where I was just kind of flatlined. I just didn't care about things like I used to, and that's not a healthy place to be. Becoming more and more negative, more and more cynical, bitter, less and less resilient, just kind of going off the handle on things that would never bother you in the past, just because we lose the ability to be resilient as trauma builds up. Drinking as a need. The two worst things we do as first responders is isolate ourselves and drink. And just all of these symptoms can lead into depression, to potentially suicide ideation. So if you aren't doing anything proactively to help process your daily traumas, the job can really cripple your ability to have close, meaningful relationships and to be healthy and well. The one lesson I learned more than anything else in 30 years of law enforcement was that any first responder job is truly a vocation of the heart. And if you're not being driven by your heart to make a meaningful difference every single day, make a difference in your agency, make a difference with your colleagues, make a difference in the community, make a difference with every person you interact with, then the job is going to eat you alive. And the more that you serve with compassion, with love, compassion, and mercy, the more resilient you'll be, the more motivated you'll be, and the healthier you'll be throughout your whole career.
What is the most important thing you want first responders to know?
One, I want them to know that you do not have to suffer from this job. I mean, most people, I also ask the attendees of my classes, I ask them, do you absolutely love your work? And usually, if I'm lucky, about 20% raise their hands right away. Yeah, I still love my job. I look forward to it. I love coming back to work. And then I asked them, how many of you loved your work when you first started? And every single hand typically goes right up. So, what happened? Because the job didn't change. What's happened is the effects of trauma over the years can have you become more and more negative, more and more bitter, more and more disinterested, more and more uncaring. I want first responders to really remember and never forget the great nobility of what it means to be a cop, to be a firefighter, to be a paramedic, to serve in the military, to serve in a trauma room, to volunteer at disasters even. There's a great honor and nobility in serving our country, in serving our community, and protecting life, and giving life to people, of protecting people from being victims of crime. And we really need to remember that. And within that nobility is the great potential, as we mentioned, to do so much good, but to serve with love and compassion and mercy to make a significant difference. And I want them to realize, don't just hope for the best. You might make it to retirement and be perfectly healthy, but the chances are really stacked against you. Everything you do, like a Bulletproof Spirit, there's over 40 wellness strategies that I describe. Just simple, easy things that first responders just need to remember, and have one or two of them be a part of their service, part of their daily life. Because everything you do towards your wellness is going to enhance your survivability. It's going to increase your chances of making it to retirement and being healthy and well.